In a small town nestled between rolling hills and expansive fields, there lived a woman named Clara. From a young age, Clara was captivated by the idea of happiness. She observed her neighbors, friends, and even strangers, all pursuing it in their own ways. Some found joy in the latest gadgets, others in lavish homes, and a few in the prestige that came from their careers. Yet, Clara felt an unsettling dissonance as she watched them chase after these fleeting pleasures, their smiles often fading as quickly as they appeared. Clara was not immune to the allure of material possessions. In her early 20s, she worked tirelessly to save enough money for a shiny new car, convinced that it would elevate her status and deliver the happiness she craved. When she finally drove it off the lot, the exhilaration was intoxicating, but that thrill quickly dulled. The car became just another object, a vessel that transported her from one place to another, devoid of the joy she had anticipated. Disillusioned, Clara began to reflect on what truly brought her happiness. She turned to nature, taking long walks through the fields, where the wind whispered secrets and the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink. In those moments, she felt a profound sense of freedom, an exhilarating release from the weight of expectations and material desires. The laughter of children playing in the distance, the rustle of leaves, and the symphony of birds became her companions, filling her heart with an inexplicable joy that no object could replicate. As seasons changed, so did Clara's perspective on life. She started to notice how her interactions with others shifted when she embraced this newfound understanding. Conversations became more meaningful, stripped of the superficiality that often accompanied discussions about wealth and possessions. Instead of asking about careers or material achievements, Clara began to inquire about passions, dreams, and the small joys that colored everyday life. She found herself surrounded by a circle of friends who shared this ethos, each one contributing to a tapestry of experiences that transcended the mundane. One summer evening, Clara and her friends gathered for a potluck dinner in her backyard. They laid out a simple feast of homemade dishes, laughter echoing as they shared stories of their lives. Clara listened intently as her friend Maria spoke about her recent trip to the mountains, describing the breathtaking views and the sense of peace that enveloped her during long hikes. Another friend, Thomas, recounted the joy of volunteering at a local shelter, where he discovered the profound impact of kindness and connection. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the gathering, Clara felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. In that moment, she realized that happiness was not a destination to be reached or a prize to be won. It was an essence to be cultivated through experiences, relationships, and the freedom to be oneself. The laughter and camaraderie around her were the true treasures of life, far more valuable than any material possession. Emboldened by this revelation, Clara decided to take a leap of faith. She left her stable job, trading the corporate grind for a life of travel and exploration. With a modest backpack and an open heart, she set off on a journey that would take her to distant lands and unfamiliar cultures. Each destination was a canvas, painted with the colors of adventure, discovery, and the essence of freedom. In a small village in Peru, Clara found herself immersed in the vibrant traditions of the locals. She joined them in their daily rituals, learning to cook traditional dishes and dance to the rhythms of their music. The villagers welcomed her with open arms, sharing their stories and laughter, teaching her that happiness thrived in community and connection. Clara felt a sense of liberation as she shed the constraints of her previous life, embracing the spontaneity of each day. In another corner of the world, she trekked through the lush landscapes of New Zealand, where the mountains stood tall against the sky, a reminder of nature's grandeur. It was here that she learned the art of mindfulness, finding joy in the simplicity of each moment, the sound of her breath, the crunch of gravel underfoot, the beauty of the world unfolding around her. Clara discovered that true happiness lay not in the pursuit of possessions, but in the freedom to experience life in all its forms. As the years passed, Clara returned to her hometown, transformed by her experiences. She was no longer the woman who sought validation through material possessions. She had become a beacon of inspiration for others. She started a community project that encouraged people to share their stories and talents, fostering a sense of connection and belonging. The project blossomed, drawing in individuals from all walks of life, each contributing their unique gifts. Through her journey, Clara had come to understand that happiness was not a solitary pursuit. It thrived in the shared moments of joy, laughter, and vulnerability. It was found in the freedom to be authentic, to express oneself without fear of judgment, and to embrace the beauty of life's imperfections. In her quiet moments, Clara often reflected on the winding path that had led her to this understanding. She recognized that while material possessions could provide temporary satisfaction, they could never replace the richness of human connection and the freedom to explore the world. Each day was a reminder that happiness was not something to be chased, but rather a state of being cultivated through the essence of freedom. Freedom to love, to connect, to learn, and to grow. As she sat on her porch, watching the sun set over the hills, Clara felt a profound sense of fulfillment. She had discovered the heart of happiness, and it beat in rhythm with the freedom she had embraced. In that moment, she knew that true joy was not found in what one owned, but in the essence of living fully, authentically, and freely.